Welcome back to Octopath Traveler. This is JaidynReiman again, and we're here in Riverford to work on Olberic Chapter 4. Well, here's our current lineup. I threw in Hani right now because she's still a little low level. She's at Starseer, Ophelia's War Master, Therian Sorcerer. I decided to make Olberic a Rune Lord because even though the sword crossed over with his existing sword, it's just a little bit annoying. It's a little bit annoying, but the Rune Lord's Transfer Rune ability works best with Olberic. It works with Olberic's base class because he has a few. Yeah, he has a few abilities that works on the user, namely the Stout Wall ability and Abide. So both these two abilities would be pretty nice combined with Rune Lord's Transfer Rune ability. But yeah, that's my current lineup. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep... let me think. I want Olberic up to level 70 because there's some challenges that he cannot use. So I might just keep him at par right now. I really need to get Olberic up to 70. What's that probably look like? Primrose and Cyrus are both really low. Alright. Let's hear this really quick. Tell me, Olberic, how do you keep your skills as sharp as you do? Well, each day I practice various sword strokes and do exercise to build my strength. I always work on the fundamentals, for these are the foundations upon which all fighters must build. A wise choice. What about you, Therian? Do you do any training? Nope. There wasn't for practice's sake. For me, experience is the best teacher. I see. I have an idea. Let's say we train together. Didn't you hear what I just said? A man cannot achieve such remarkable agility just by sitting in the alehouse. So he must train, and he claims otherwise. The question is, why? Look, I think training together is a splendid idea. In fact, I think I'll join you. What's the expression? 2 is company and 3 is even better? Something like that? Fine, but just this once, okay? It's a deal. Then let us go outside and begin. Okay, there wasn't very much to that one, but it was kind of interesting. Alright, let's get started now. You make your way to Riverford, where you hope to find the mercenary Werner, man behind the fall of Hornburg. In Wellspring, Olberic reunited with Earhart. It was there that his erstwhile comrade had sought atonement for his deeds. The two crossed blades, and with that act the truth was told. Earhart told Olberic about Werner, a former sellsword, and the very man who had orchestrated the fall of Hornburg. Such a fiend is too dangerous for this world. I will stop him, I must. Garner the doubts that plagued Olberic's heart. To protect the people from harm, this is why he wields his blade. And he came to Riverford, the very air was thick with unease and fear. As he came to Riverford, the very air was thick with unease and fear. Oh, you, if you want to get in town, get in the queue and wait your turn with the rest. Queue? Beg your pardon. A gentleman, I presume. That's how much judge your polished bearing. Tell me, sir, what brings you to this town? I'm looking for a man. Indeed? I take it this is your first visit, so let me give you some free advice. You want to press a few leaves in the palms of the guards. There's a toll? Not a toll as such. You see the Lord here. Eh, what's that you say about a toll? I've never heard that before. Show your glob, and what's this tincture in your sack? Smuggler, are ya? What? That ain't mine. I swear on my brother's grave. Of course it ain't. I suggest you confess your crimes here now, unless you'd rather take it to the master at arms. And that, good sir, is why you'll want some spare coin at the ready. But the law... Those men are the law here. The rules absolute, I'm sorry to say. No doubt that potion was the guard's own. Defy them at your peril. A pretext to toss you in their gallows at the ready. Does no one bring them to task their deeds? Not I. I can tell you that. I do exactly as they tell me, as should you. Punish is swift and harsh here, both for those who have broken law and those who have not. A handful of leaves, sir, is my advice. The more you can spare, the better. And I pray the poor traveler has the wits and means to get the soldiers what they seek. Else. Will of the Lord of this place. He does nothing to stop this murmuring. He encourages it. You see, ever since Lord Werner took over here. Oi, stop prattling and start moving. Yes, sir. 1,000 pardons. My turn. Press with me again inside. Aye. Werner is Lord? By the gods, what's happened here? Next. Another scruffy vagabond. Let's see what rubbish you're toting in that bag. Let's do. Oh, quick on the uptake, this one. Keep that up and you'll do alright in this town, mate. May I ask a question, good sir? About this man Werner. That's Lord Werner to the likes of ye. What business could you have having with his lordship? No business, friend. Just wondering what kind of man Lord Werner is. He's bleeding wonderful, you hear? Best thing what happened to this town. Best thing ever happened to this town. Now piss off, we got work to do. By your leave. Yeah, he is the best thing happened to this town, alright. There was fear in those eyes. A sellsword captain turned provincial lord. This one has certainly moved up in the world. What is this? Energy I've heard before is for his lord just burning. Once a month, some poor sap gets tied at them stakes and burned alive for their sins. For this month, for last month, and for the month after too. The law of land it is. Used to be outlaws and rogues but got burned. But weren't long after were drunks and beggars up there for sliced crimes. Shouldn't say this out loud, but nowadays it all takes is a cavil as lord to rule. And thus the pall that presses this place. No one knows who will finger you for what, so we creep out, creep about like mice, doing our best not to be noticed. Try a scarp or two and poof, just looking guilty at something will seal the deal. So traveler, now you want to know the kind of place you fetch up into. Best finish business and be on your way as soon as you can. Now if you'll be excusing me. Ophelia! Burn people to the stake? How horrible! Here's a dreadful way to die. The final moments are agony. But that makes it all the more effective as a lesson to others. Those who would rule with terror must embrace terror. Wrongdoers need to be punished, everyone agrees with that, but this goes beyond justice. Just so. I grow so sad to think about the poor people who live here. This can't be allowed to go on, we have to do something. Agreed. If we act too hastily, we shall lose all hope of saving them. We must have patience if we are to prevail. So we just stand by and watch, is that it? It is hard to do so, but yes. Nobody Boomin told me about no toll. I better just get to roast at the stake. Who are you? I'm a farmer by trade, but treasure hunt is my passion. My ladies aren't taking a search the lost loot of House Landar. Landars were highborn folk of this town, and they were famed for hoarding treasure. Finding their hidden loot will be my ticket into the exclusive League of Gentlemen Discoverers. Hand over the journal, share the tales you've told. You've heard. I obviously found something before. Let's handle the journal. This notebook belonged to the Landar family. Here, a secret hiding place. That must be where the treasure lies, so I was right along. I tell near everyone I meet that I'll be a great treasure hunter. But most folk just laugh. Stop the idle dreaming and live in the real world, they say. But being a treasure hunter is all about dreaming. It's the nature of the trade. Mayhaps it was just a child's fancy that I'd done better to forget when I grew up to be a man. But I don't see how I could. Might as well tell man to stop loving. Today's day I leave farm behind and become a treasure hunter I was meant to be. And it's all thanks to you. We'll meet again, friend, out there on the winding roads. Okay. Well be with you, friend. The chosen has returned home. I wanted the earth indeed when so many souls need my services here in this town. Wow. Get away, you'll never burn my sister at the stake. You, I'm meeting in the square. What are... listen, mate, you never see me, alright? Is he there? He can't have gone far. Sniff him out. Oh, he's you. See anyone dodge looking come this way? Run for your life like it's not. Dodgy? A man plotting dark schemes against his lordship himself. Sounds like a dangerous man. I didn't see one suspicious fellow running hard in that direction. That must be him. Come on, we'll corner the rat yet. Oh. They're gone. You can breathe easy now. God's bless you, mate. Tell me, why were they after you? Couldn't rightly say. They said you were a rebel, that you were plotting against the Lord. An organized resistance could help me get close to Werner. Listen, I came to this place in search for this Werner. Are there others who fight for your cause? If you have a leader, pray take me to them. God's teeth, are you daft? I can't be interested in strangers what I barely know. Then tell you more about me. I know how to swing a blade for one. Working as much, you've got that air about you. But Amy, this ain't something I can go decide on my own. Alright, how's this? Prove you know how to use that blade of yours. There's a man back in the square. Wears a red hat. He's with us, the strongest we got. If you can beat him, then I'll introduce you to the boss, alright? If that's what it takes. But you promised me something, alright? If you lose, you make yourself scarce and never come back here again. You have my word. I'll go ahead and warn him. You find me when you're ready. He's the one. He is. Want to see if he can use. Want to see if he can use that sword of his. Very well. I'm right when you are. I'm going to challenge him. He's only a 7. Like a tough sword, but are you tough enough? Alright, let's be fun. That didn't do that much damage, actually. I yield, there's no doubting this one's strength. I did my part, now it's your turn. I would meet with your leader at once. Deal's deal. My name's Reggie, by the way. Come on, I'll take you to the den. Boss, got someone here you might want to meet. So I've heard. Welcome, sir. You can become me Herald. Herald? I understand that you are Sir Olberic. What? How do you know my name? Word of your deeds in Wellspring reached me some time ago. Captain Bale and I speak quite often, you see. He's a good man. But if you'll excuse me, I'll get straight to the point. I must know everything you can tell me about this Lord Werner. Of course, but perhaps you'll first do me the honor of explaining what business you have with him. A former sellsword captain, yes, Werner's certainly that. As the saying goes, know thine enemy. Let suffice to say I have taken great interest in the man's past. Very prudent of you. Werner claims noble blood, but closer examination reveals that what titles he possesses were bought with gold. He accused the former lord of these lands of larceny and pillage, and wanted to spoil the common folk. Even the burghers were persuaded to make common cause. And soon enough, he had them proclaim him the new lord. But once he took power, that's when the terror began. Terror? Death by fire for criminals, with the executions held once per month. The populace initially hailed the new regime. Many were happy to see the villains and blackguards get their comeuppance, but it did not end there. Just so, how many murderers can one town harbor after all? Pickpockets and swindlers were next, then a dishonest merchant. Any peccadillo became a capital offense. In time, mere accusation was enough to land a man in the pyre, even the clearest calumny, and yet... By this time, no one dared raise their voice in opposition. Some had, early on, but when they appeared tied to the stakes at the next burning, the rest understood that in science lay their only hope of survival. But you resist this despot, and so do others like you. We do. Many of us have been forced to look on as family and friends, falsely accused or taken by the flames. I am one of them. One accused the former lord of corruption, but those accusations were lies. I know, for the former lord was my father. And so I have taken upon myself to restore his honor and name, and to free the people of this domain from warrior's tyranny. With each passing day, our ranks grow. At long last, we are poised, ready to strike back. You give me reason to believe we have common causes aren't taking. We could join us, Sir Olberic. Even if this tyrant were not the man I seek, I'd have reason enough to join you. My sword is yours. Fair befall you, sir. Your presence gives us all courage. Now, without further ado, let me explain our plot. First, we shall launch a diversionary tactic in the square, and draw as many warriors men as we can. Then our best swordsmen shall infiltrate the Lord's mansion by way of a secret passage known only to me. Yeah, down there is what I figured. It is a simple enough plan, but such are the best in Revolution and War. Prepare as you will, then come to me again when you are ready to fight. Understood. I will do just that. Alright. So this is how Warner chooses to rule. He thinks he can imitate people into obedience, and he's not wrong either. But it doesn't work on everyone. Some people don't scare easy. Like you, for example. Yeah, like me. When I was a kid, I had my share of beatings from people who thought they could break me. But I'd shrug it off and vow that no one ever tell me what to do. You're saying that Harold and his friends are all such men. Maybe, but the question is, can you trust them? The more men we can recruit to the cause, the better our chance of success. It's going to take more than just numbers. Agreed, but there are many ways to win a battle. It's like you have something up your sleeve. Cover me interested. Yeah, we can't go in there yet. This is definitely one of the worst final locations in the game. I mean, it's probably similar to being a town that's being run by a cult, but then follow me. My father had this passage constructed as an escape route in the event of a siege. Never did I dream I would one day use it to break into our home. Our men in the square have begun their feint, but they will not be able to hold off for long once more men arrive. You must move quickly. I don't like this. What's the troubling you? It hath been too easy. Something is not right. I know the plan is sound, but I believe that it should succeed, yet still. Something troubleth me, and I can't reason it away. We would do well to listen to our instincts. They oft speak the truth. Is there anything you recall that gave rise to suspicion? No, just that. I feel like we are deer being drawn to a hunter's trap. But our foe is a soldier, a man of war, and that would know us as time bear nigh. Soldier base, a hunter's instinct should never be ignored. I am grateful for the warning. Whatever it may be, I shall stand by his side until his quest is complete. And I by yours. Let it be so. Oh, this is a second waterway dungeon. For a final dungeon. Well, maybe not quite. I think this is just the first half. It seems like the first half is a sewer, and the second half is a mansion. Wait, right there. Well, it's not bad on physical defense. That's just right here. Yep. I can't get Ace SP Saver yet. That's a wide open area up there. There's definitely gonna be an ambush. Alright, that's the last chest in here then. So we can end this off at the save point and continue in the next episode where we'll finish Olberic Chapter 4. Until then, this is JaidynReiman signing out.